I woke up like this. Not flawless. Hello there, I'm Fernanda. Welcome back to my channel. Sorry we're looking a little rough today. We watched Marriage Story last night, which if you haven't seen, you have to watch it. It really was an incredible movie. But I was crying like a baby, and I don't cry at movies. Like I will tear up from time to time if the movie's like really sad. But guys, I was like sobbing. Anyway, that aside, I don't know if this happens to you, but when I cry a lot or like have a very intense bout of emotion where I'm crying, my eyes the next day are super puffy. And so when I woke up this morning, they were like little bulgy and red and tough, and like now it's been a few hours and the swelling still has not gone down. Because this has happened a lot of times in my life, I have come up with a solution to kind of bring the swelling down. So today I figured, hey, no makeup, we're not going anywhere, we might as well share the secret with you guys. This is a trick that I use if I cry the night before and I wake up the next morning and my eyes are super puffy, because my eyes get crazy puffy. Or if I haven't been getting enough sleep and I need to brighten up my face a little bit. Or this is really great if I went out the night before and either if there was like a lot of alcohol, like when you drink like a little too much and your face retains a little bit of that like puffiness, or if you drank or if you ate a lot of high sodium foods, like if you had french fries or something like that and your face is retaining all of that sodium, this is something that works really well to flush that out of your system and bring down the swelling. So let me go get it because it is in the fridge and I'll show you what it is. This is a Jade Roller, and it's not new to the market. I'm sure it's no secret that these exist for a lot of you guys, but it is essentially just like two pieces of jade stone that you can rotate, that you can use to like massage your face. Like I said, they're not new, but what is different that I want to show you today is the way in which I use them, because I use them to do a lymph node drainage so that all of the puffiness that is in my face can little by little be draining into my lymph nodes and then out of my body. So if you just roll your face, you're helping yourself with like wrinkles or maybe headaches or just like the cooling effect that it can have. But if you use it properly, then you can use this to drain all of that crap essentially out of your body so that you can flush it out quickly. So let me show you how I use it. I'm gonna tie my hair back a little bit. So before you use this on your face, it's just important that you put on some kind of lubricant on it. Why? Because you're gonna be putting something on your face and you don't wanna tug your skin. The more you tug your skin, the more wrinkles it'll create over time. We're just trying to make it slippy so that it can just glide through your skin without tugging anything. So first I'm gonna put on a little bit of eye cream and I'm just gonna pat it the way I normally do. Which reminds me, actually, something I wanted to show you guys. I'm gonna come closer to the camera so that you can see how puffy my eyes actually are. There you go. So you can see I'm not kidding. And the way that I know that this is like not just my regular tissue is that if I look up like that, you can still see that shadow underneath. And that shadow is not normally there, and that's what tells me that this is something extra. This eye is actually a little bit worse than this one, but we're gonna do my entire face, so we might as well just go for it. And then for the face, you can use two things. There is something that is great, is just like regular jojoba oil, and this is just from Trader Joe's, and it's really good for your skin. It has a ton of vitamin E on it. Obviously, if you're gonna be putting oils on your skin, you wanna make sure that they're organic and that your skin doesn't react to them, because my skin is very sensitive. But for this one, because the jojoba oil can be a little too much for my skin sometimes, I'm just gonna use regular moisturizer, and this is the one that I use every single day, morning and night, just because it works really well for me. And I'm just gonna put a little bit extra on my skin than I normally do. The other thing that I want to let you guys know is you want to make sure that you get your neck too, because that's where we're going to start. So I want to leave it a little bit on the surface so that it's not super absorbed into my skin yet. And then I'm going to grab my roller, which like is super cold to the touch, but not so cold that it'll burn my skin. And I'm going to start putting it on my neck, rolling downwards. I'll tell you why. there's lymph nodes right here, and you essentially want to start draining whatever is already there onto your lymph nodes so that you can eventually drain onto your armpit, and then you'll drain whatever's on your face back down, and you're making space essentially. So you want to start on the side of your neck, just gently rolling down. And when I say gently, I mean like gently. You're not pressing, you're just kind of rolling it. If you can feel it, that's good enough. And this is essentially going to help it drain all of it onto our armpit. This is really cooling, actually. Like, I find it very relaxing, and it's a really nice feeling. And like, I have other people in my family who have shown about this, and they also just like when I do it to them. It's really nice if somebody else does it to you. But we don't have that luxury today, so self-care, guys, self-care. Once we've drained everything on our neck, we're gonna move forward to our faces. I like to start draining from the outside and then moving in. I'll show you. So I wanna start draining this little bit, and then a little bit forward, and then going to center, and moving out, and then down. Why? I'm essentially just like making room for whatever gunk is in the center to move outward. And then down. And then the other side. And then we're gonna move upwards in our face. So same thing. Here, I'm still draining towards the lymph nodes that are here. But as we move up in our face, then we're gonna start draining to the draining point that is right above our ears, like right around here. And actually, I don't know where this comes from, I should say. I think it's Chinese medicine. I just honestly learned about it online, and I was like, I want to give it a try. And then it took me forever to figure it out. Well, to actually commit to it, because I thought the Jade Roller was a little bit expensive for what I thought it could do. But then when I got it and I saw that what the difference that it was making, I was like, sold, totally worth the money. I will leave you guys a link below to the brand that I have. I don't necessarily believe that you have to get this brand. This is just the brand that I chose because I knew that I was for sure getting Jade. But they have tons of options on Amazon which are less expensive. So at this point, we've gotten to my eyes. So I'm gonna get a little bit closer so that you can see this better. There we go. So I'm just gonna start again outward and moving towards the top of my ear. Super gently, you don't wanna tug the skin, you just wanna kinda let that cool effect work its way, and then like drain all this gunk that is under your eye out of your face. The thing that usually happens to me is that this makes my eyes, or at least the around of my eyes, is that a thing? The around of my eyes? The outside of my eyes really red because I'm bringing blood to this area. And that's good, because like the more blood that is in an area, the quicker it heals. So you'll see it turn a little bit red, but it's just because of the cold. And I'm gonna move back a little bit more, and I'll do my forehead. And the way I do it is just like a little plant pattern. So I go up towards the center, and then I do diagonal strokes outwards little by little. I've moved back a little bit because I want to show you the last step. Remember how we started going downwards on the neck? Well, I'm going to do the same thing, because whatever junk was on my face that I just accumulated down here, now I want to drain it. I want to get it out. And something interesting that's happening, and I don't know if I've ever noticed this before, but I'm getting very thirsty, which is good. I think like part of all this crap is, you know, water retention, sodium retention, all that stuff, so I'm probably draining it. Ta-da! All right, a couple more tips I wanted to share with you if you are trying to bring down the swelling on your face before we close out the video. One is, there is a trick that you can use with makeup if what is causing that shadow in your eyes is in fact a shadow from puffiness. So for example, see that shadow's already like a little bit down. But if I were to put a lighter concealer just here where that shadow is, then it would camouflage that shadow and you wouldn't be able to see it so much. So that's just a little trick if the Jade Roller doesn't work for you. But for now, I think it's okay. I think in the next 45 minutes, it'll be completely gone. So I'm just gonna brighten my eyes a little bit by curling my eyelashes and putting on a tiny bit of mascara, and then we'll wrap out the video. All right, so I wanna wrap out the video for you guys, and there's a couple of things I want you to know. First of all, if you are gonna buy one of these things, just make sure you're buying either a roller of any kind, but if you're paying for something that is claiming to be Jade, just make sure that it is a company that is actually selling you Jade. There is a lot of sources out there on the internet that tell you you're getting Jade, but it's actually just some green stone. But if you're going to be paying like $50 or however much it costs for something that's claiming to be the stone, you might as well be actually getting the stone, or just spend like 15 bucks on a roller, you know? Just letting you guys know that. The other thing is, what I found is that it is worth it to pay a little bit more for this, because the stone itself is not perforated. So this can come off sometimes on cheaper rollers. Even this little one does. Let me see if I can pull it off. See how the stone is not perforated and it's just kind of held there? The higher the quality of the roller, the more it'll stay there. This has come off sometimes, but nothing bad that I can't put back in, and it never comes off as I am working with it. I've seen other lower quality rollers where the stone does come off like frequently, and then you can't even use it. So just, if you're gonna invest in something like this, just make sure you're getting a good one and read the reviews for sure. So I think I'm gonna cut it at that for this video. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this super helpful. And if you do use a face roller and you have other tips and tricks, please leave it in the comments below and share it with the community. Or if you have a good brand of a roller that you like, by all means, we could all benefit from it. So leave it in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell if you want to be notified of every time I post the videos. And I'll see you next time, hopefully with a little more makeup and a little bit dolled up, because if I'm having people over, I might as well look great, right? Like, we have to look presentable. And I will be back soon with something else, whatever occurs to me. Let me know what kind of videos you want to see. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.